This is Quentin here, and I'm sorry about that. Fortunately, I have reached the limit on my memory here, so we are back. Now, as you know before, we are doing an unboxing here for the package I got in the mail, and we're just looking at the manual here now, so we get this thing to focus a little better. Right now, it's just really running down the timeline of Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn here. So we have it talking about the explosion that happened in UC-001 when they were introducing the Universal Century. Then we have what went down on 0079. Of course, we have 87 88 with the first Neo-Zeon War. 0093 with the second Neo-Zeon War. And then 96 here with the current rebellion. And you can see the people responsible for those battles there. Haman Khan, Shar Asnabu, and Full Frontal. The nice pictures of the Master Grade 2.0s for all these kits here, minus the new Gundam, of course, which actually has a new version out now, which is sort of kind of the 2.0, but not quite. Then we have everything that's linked together with the RXO, aka Unicorn Gundam. So we have Full Frontal here and Audrey, and then Marita in the corner here. Have the colony there. Benaja to the left, then on top of him there we have Cardius Vist. Have the story really just talking about what Gundam Unicorn is. Then we have the mobile suits that are featured on the first episode. Should be the Unicorn mode for the Gundam and the Destroy mode. Rizal and Lotto. Then we have the Stark Jagan there. Then we have the Garazula, Sinanju, and Kshatriya. Now we have the plates here. This thing has actually a lot of plates, probably more than a Super Gundam, judging by the fact this thing has to go on 2 different pages. But then again, it's not quite as condensed, but I'd still have to give it up to the the Unicorn in the plates department. So now it's just really explaining the construction of the kit here and whatnot. And this has something to do with the action base, I can already tell. Something about how to put on the decals here. And of course, since with a lot of newer kits, it's much easier to create than anything Bandai's ever made. Even a newcomer can come to a master grade and build it perfectly, especially with the instructions here, which are in kanji, but they're still pretty easy to read. And one thing I love about the new kits is the fact that it really separates everything really well, to the fact that it'll tell you which plates you are using for the part here. They'll show an image, so you know that you only need these 4 plates. So you can just grab these 4 plates, put them out, and put everything else to the side, which makes this even easier because it keeps everything a lot more organized. And I just love it. And even the steps are a lot more detailed, with everything telling you what you're building and what's it for, unlike the older kits. I told you about the Super Gundam, etc. So I'm just really showing you the pictures here and whatnot. So really the manual is not all that important, to be quite honest. It's just really the plates. But as you can really see, as I'm kind of skimming through this here, you know, it already looks like it's gonna be quite a fun build, and it's gonna be very easy to read and whatnot. And this thing is going to have the transformation, so you already imagine this thing has quite a few little parts that you have to piece together in order for the transformation, etc. Legs use a lot of plates, so it's like damn near every plate you have there that you have to use for the legs. It's probably less plates that they didn't use than they did use for the legs. But it has very long legs, so that's kind of what you expect here. And I'm looking at the pictures, it looks like it might have a bit of an inner frame, but then again, with the Psycho frame, I'm not sure if you would really be able to rip the legs apart and show it like that. So, guess we'll have to stay tuned and find out how that turns out. And now we have some nice pictures here, showing off the Unicorn transforming, etc. And then here, right, it shows the head transformation, which is very nice. I just love the fact they can transform. This is one thing that I honestly can say I loved about Master Grades. They're really detailed in the fact that nothing is usually a parts former at all. And then you have the Unicorn here, and then the high grade kits you can get there. Now pretty much all of these except well geez, I can't even say all of these at this point. They have a master grade Riza, which I probably would end up getting soon. Who knows? But I'm not too sure about a Stark Jagan. I don't even think they have a master grade Jagan. And that's any avid modeler will know. The Kshatriya there probably wouldn't be a master grade for that because it needs some heavy metal inner frame just to hold up the binders. And Ben already said that would cost a lot of money, so don't get your hopes up on that one. And the gun there and whatnot. Hyper bazooka. Shield. Have transforming the shield, put in the beam sabers, etc., etc. And that's nice. Weapons can mount on the back. I wonder if they can mount on the shield. Guess we'll find out later. Probably not. Now, one thing I can say, just looking by the pictures and etc., I found out that this does not have an action base with it. Unfortunately, it just allows you to connect the action base to it, which you will see when one of the steps back here. So I'm disappointed in that. And one nice thing, you can mount everything on the back here, so you don't have any loose weapons just hanging around. And here's what I was talking about when I said it doesn't come with an action base. It's explaining you to connect it into the MS cage here. Use that piece for the unicorn to mount it. And now it's just showing off the transformation, final put together, transforming the head and etc. Transforming the shields here, legs, beam sabers in the backpack, etc., etc. But I'm really starting to get to the end of my memory here, so I'm going to have to cut this short before I get cut off myself. So thank you everybody for tuning into this one here. And as you can see in the back here, the picture, it's just a color guide, etc. A lot of colors you would need. Now, one thing I messed up on in the last video is that's actually Marita. I said that was the second chairman of the Viz Foundation, but that is not true. That's Marita. No idea how I messed that one up. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in here, and I will catch you on my next part of the video where we'll finish my unboxing here of my treasures I have enclosed. Thanks for tuning in.